Okay, so today I want to talk about one common misconception that is in online business, and I hear it all the time, is that people saying that you need a big audience to just make a living with online courses, with online business, and specifically on YouTube, for example, you need a big audience to make it work. And what I want to show you today is that it's not necessarily the case because, well, I'm an example of a thing like that. For example, I have two main YouTube channels that I use to gather leads. So one of them is Spoken Lithuanian over here, over this one, right? So if you can see, this one only has 52 videos. It has 12.8 thousand subscribers, and it only has like 14,000, just a bit over 14,000 views a month. And with this channel, with the audience that I make from this channel, again, I generate around 3,000, sometimes less, sometimes more a month. So what you can see here is with these 52 videos, I was able to have this kind of audience, and that was enough for me to sustain a full-time living, because I have another channel, which is also just over 12K subscribers. These are not the same subscribers, by the way, they're built completely different. This one is for Lithuanian speakers who want to learn English, and this one is for English speakers who want to learn Lithuanian. So basically, I'm in language teaching business, right? I have two language teaching channels. So this one is also, this has 141 videos. It's a bit more, but subscribers, of course, less, but the same amount of views. I have a lot of returning views with this one. But basically, these channels, when it comes to ad revenue, they generate around 300 through both of them, right? With 30,000 roughly around views. So that's not a lot. But what I do in every video, sometimes I don't mention it, sometimes I mention it, but in every video, if you go to it, you will see that I have, it's in Lithuanian, of course. It says download free audio and PDF book. So people click on this one and they go into this landing page where they can leave their email. And it's all about the email. If you go to another channel, to the Spoken Lithuanian one, and you go to any video, let's say, let's go to this one, you will see it's the same thing. Get the free audio and PDF book. This still works in 2025. The simple landing page really works and generates a lot of traffic, a lot of emails. So basically, with this one, Spoken Lithuanian, you can see so with 15K views, it generated almost 10K emails with 65% conversion rate. This simple landing page generated over 65%, and it's combined. I do some ads, but this one, these numbers are just from the organic views from YouTube, right? And the same thing with this one. This one generated over 20K. I've cleaned my list recently. This used to be more, so in total probably like 26,000 emails in, I think, 4 years. So you can see that with these small audiences, you can see, like, for example, with this one, I even have a bigger email list and subscribers, because in Lithuania, people are more likely to give you an email to get a free thing than they are to subscribe. It's very weird when it comes to Lithuanian people for that. But the main thing, the main idea still works, that what you have here is you have relatively small channels, just over 10,000 subscribers. These are not big channels that I'm working with, and together with them, through both of them, I generate roughly between 5 and 10K a month, let's say, something like that, because it depends on the month. It's a bit seasonal. Languages, language learning tends to a bit, cool down when it comes to summer, but then come September, it picks up again. So just roughly, let's say, from between 5 and 10,000 a month. And in Lithuania, this is enough for me to have a living. And depending on where you live, you can also have the same thing. You can also have a business that generates you a decent amount of money that you can live on, that you can buy houses from, cars, and take loans on, because this is a legitimate business. It's all, upfront. It's all online. So yeah, people tend to love businesses like that. So you only need three components to have a business like that. And those three components are: you need a lead magnet. a lead magnet. So this is what a lead magnet is, like a free PDF and audio book. You create a mock-up of this. Of course, I'm not sending people actual physical book, right? I'm just sending them to a landing page where they can download the PDF version. They can download the audio version. They can use it wherever they want to. And it's the same thing over here. 87 everyday phrases of English language. It's the same thing, PDF and an audio version that people download and they can use and whenever, when they're driving a car. This is something useful. So a lead magnet should be something useful to people, something like a quick win that you can just download and have it immediately so that they want to give your email. Because not everybody wants to give out their email, but it should be something that people tend to just grab it without thinking, like a quick and easy win, right? If you want more ideas, I can just hit me up in the comments and we'll create a separate video about lead magnets. But basically, these were my first tries. And I'm not some, business genius. I just thought about like what people would want to have. Like, for example, if they wanted to learn Lithuanian language, what would they want to have? And just some random number, 117 most common phrases. I noticed that random numbers like 117, like, or 87 phrases, these tend to work for people. So for some reason, like a specific number. Why this specific number? It piques the interest. Yeah, so I noticed that these numbers work. Simple lead magnets work. You just need to think of something really simple and really quick win. So yeah, the first thing, lead magnet. Then email list. The thing is, if you do this one right, this one will take care of itself. Because if you have a good lead magnet, people will opt in and people will give their email to you. And now you have an email list. I can even add over here that email sequence. If you want, you can automate things. So basically, when people give you the email for the lead magnet, they are immediately sent the first email with the lead magnet, and then they're on the email sequence. In, for example, the next 7 days, they're going to get a specific email each day or every second day, depending, on the audience and on the market, and they will get offered something, like, for example, a course automatically, or a couple of courses. You can make that email sequence as long as you want, but usually I tend to have it for 7 days. Like, they get immediately 7 days, they get emails, and after those 7 days, they're on my normal email list where I just broadcast them, for example, an email every week. Just send them basically some sort of tip or a video to my new YouTube, because the email list will also help you grow your YouTube channel, because now you're bringing people back to YouTube, and YouTube algorithm just loves that. And the third thing is a product. Now, this is with I can say you can add a big asterisk over here, because it can be your own product. You can create a course like I do. I create courses, I create memberships. That's how I sell these products. I give one-on-one lessons. I have group lessons, because language teaching is like a very common thing. People pay for that, right? But depending on your niche, whatever you want to pronounce it, you may want to look how other people are doing in your niche. Like, is there money in your niche? Like, for example, if you want to sell something, let's say you want to sell real estate courses, like, enter that into YouTube and check whether or not somebody else is doing it. You have a bunch of people that are selling online courses in various niches, like crocheting, sewing, like language learning. So you have a bunch of different topics that people pay money for. So you need to just see whether or not these work. Like, just go to YouTube, like, enter, like, I don't know, let's say sewing lessons, right? Let's go to something like this. You add sewing lessons. I'm a beginner in sewing. Where do I start? Like, sewing school. You can see there's even a big channel that has over over almost 500,000 subscribers, over 400,000, and that shouldn't discourage you. Just because there's a big channel already, it's been done, then you don't need to do it. No, if somebody is doing it, that means there's money in it. That means they can get your piece of the pie, and that's the way you should look at it. Look how big of a views they're getting. Like, it's 40 times the size of my channel, right? So they're probably making a lot of money with this, but you just need a little piece of that. Like, my channels are small, but I'm able to make a living with them, and you can do it too. And I'm pretty sure, like, if you go somewhere over here, if they're doing it smart, they have a lead magnet somewhere. Well, they don't even have it over here, but usually the ones that are doing it smart, they have lead magnets, where they, for example, you could sit down like these 5 sewing templates that everyone should have, for example. That would be a great lead magnet. And then you get people on your email list, you get them on a sequence. You maybe create this small course that sewing for beginners. It can be only just 2-hour course where you film it with your iPhone. Like, most of the people have iPhones in their pockets, that can shoot a really, really good video. Like right now, I'm even just making a video that I'm shooting on my MacBook camera, like native camera on the MacBook Pro computer, and I'm just sharing my screen. So this is the way I've made most of my money, online, and you can do it too. You just have to be a little bit creative. You have to see what others are doing. You have to find a niche that you can do all these 3 things in.